Hi, this is Tapcat and welcome back to XCOM2 War of the Chosen. It's 2 versus the Overlords, and today we're going to try and rescue one of our VIP scientists from evil forces of Advent. So, putting together the squad was a little bit of a challenge. Here in the last couple of missions, we've gotten beat up a little bit. Have some guys whose, will has been brought down some. So I tried to pick guys who were fresh to the fight. And unfortunately, that means mostly on the lower end of levels for our guys. But if I can pull this one off, I think for the next mission or two, we'll have a lot more options as far as guys, at higher level who are rested and healthy. But we got to get through this mission. So we have a couple of Marines. I don't have a field medic. I don't have a sapper. I got to admit, I don't love that. We are going into a mission where I believe there's a sit rep. Let me just verify this. Oh, no, never mind. I guess I was thinking of a prior mission. Never mind. I was thinking there were more psionic enemies. I think I was having flashbacks to our last mission. At any rate, let's not fuss about it. Let's just go ahead and head out and see if we can get some work done.
Menace 1-5, we have a confirmed location for the VIP. Move to rendezvous. Eliminate all hostile contacts.
Positions concealed.
All right. So I am meant to go this way. Looks like the extraction point is pretty darn close to where the VIP is. All right, I mean, nothing tricky overall in terms of the physical layout here.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
We have a pretty straight path. I mean, frankly, these civilians are the kind of the trickiest thing here. Okay. I mean, I probably want to send some guys down.
Heading out.
I want to be careful here. I definitely don't want to trigger that group at this point in time. And doing that coming off of a dash would be so terrible. So I probably don't want to move too far forward. We know, just always, you can count on the fact that there will be an enemy pod somewhere around this van. So if I move too far forward and engage these guys, we're just going to end up with multiple pods. So at the same time, I need my marksman close enough that I can do something.
Solid copy.
I'm thinking maybe I put him here. See, what I really want to do is put him here, and obviously I can't do that. You know what? I actually think I'm just going to stay where I'm at. Well, I can't pass up full cover. I just can't. Now, I could bring you here. I definitely want some of these guys down below.
Getting it done.
I don't want everybody all clustered. The Mutons have plasma grenades. The Andromedon, he's got his, what do you call them? Acid bombs. So we want to spread out to the extent we can. I'm going to have to cluster a little bit right now, and then hopefully we can spread out at least a little bit here when combat starts. Or come here. So we'll kind of have 3 up, 3 down. See how that goes. Oh, they're moving away from us. Well, that's kind of awkward. That is kind of awkward. Holy crap. Come on. What's with the 5,000 civilians around here? This is ridiculous. So they're just gone. Oh my God. That is annoying. Like, okay. So I'm going to assume no attack this turn. But this is frankly really bad for me. Because like I say, I don't want to take on multiple pods at once. And I feel like that's kind of where this is headed.
Running.
Roger that.
Just move straight here, I guess. Trying to remember, is it control? Hold on. Yep. Control right click.
Roger that.
I don't do that a lot. Over there. They're going to drop out of sight. I think I'm screwed.
Aye, aye.
It's very, very likely. Question. What are the hack rewards here and what are my odds? This guy is my lower level hacker. I mean, an alien facility lead would be really good. He's only at 18. I don't know if my other guy will be a ton better. Maybe not enough that it's worth the risk. That I don't know.
Position confirmed.
I'll just come here.
I have visual.
See, that's what I was afraid of. So now they're moving back. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Oh man, this guy's... Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to fire with this guy. I need to trigger this pod. And I need to pull this group back towards us. I have to. I'm not going to get in a firefight with every damn, group on the map at one time.
They know I'm here now.
So, depending on how much they move back toward us, this turn could be really unproductive, we just have to wait and see. So, it looks like the Andromedon, I'm not going to get any attacks on at all this turn. So, basically what it comes down to is, I absolutely must take out these two this turn. And I need to do it in such a way, that I don't just screw myself when it comes to revealing more pods. I really should come here. I want to come here because it sets me up better for future turns. But it's a very foolish thing to do. Because it leaves him flanked. And even assuming this group back here does not come into play, the Andromedon easily could. Okay, since I can see the guy from here, let's just do this. I'll get in close. I have full cover. This is solid. I got the kill. I didn't expect that, I'll be honest. Since I didn't have him flanked, you know, I didn't really expect to get the kill in one shot like that. That said, I'm pretty happy to take it. So, having done that, I'm going to move back. We already know that the one guy's coming, the Andromedon. Last thing I need, the very last thing I need is to trigger that other pod. And the trick is, where can I move this soldier? I guess I'll come here. See, I really want to start coming this way. I don't want to be flanked. I don't want to give this guy. But see, half cover is so bad against an Andromedon who's at a higher elevation. I mean, it's like I'm just giving him the acid bomb, really. I think what I do is I come here. I go on Overwatch. And I'll come here. We're going to keep spread out.
Come get some.
Oh, he went on Overwatch. Oh, you bastard. That's so much worse than if he'd have come for us. Okay, listen. Oh, he doesn't have concealment. Usually, oh, I fired. So he won't. I was going to move up with him. Damn.
Not a problem.
I don't know what to do, man. I got no choice. I can't let these turns just tick down, down, down. These are all really dangerous enemies. But I think he's the one I need to target here. Okay, the fact that I got the hit and shredded him, really useful. Okay, this won't be lethal, but let's wait. I might need the Mimic Beacon here. This is feeling a bit like a Mimic Beacon turn. In fact,
I'm on it.
I'm just going to call it a Mimic Beacon turn. Alright, so I'm grateful, even though I had a very, very good chance to hit, it's not guaranteed, and I'm grateful that the game, you know, didn't give me one of those, well, it wasn't likely, but hey, bad things happen sometimes, kind of results. So let me come up here. There's a couple ways I could play this. Now listen, I could come and hit him with the sword, but I'm not going to do much damage. So if anything, I think I would actually be more inclined to throw the grenade. But who's going to take advantage of the fact that he's out of cover?
Tired of waiting around.
Because really, you know, I guess I can get a shot with him. I'm throwing the beacon with him. That's what I need to do. All right. I'm just going to take the shot. It's not a great shot. I would move forward, but then I'm setting myself up to get flanked by the Andromedon. Wow, the hair trigger there, super timely. So, no, it's still not lethal. Well, let's just take the shot. Beautiful. Man, that's huge. That really is. Because now I feel like, okay, I have a real chance here to not take damage this turn. So I'm going to move forward. I'll come here. And then I need... Why did it do that? I need to make sure that this guy can see it. So I'm gonna throw it here. If the Andromedon comes upstairs, he'll see it. And this guy should see it. One shot should not be able to kill it, so... I mean... all things being equal, it should work out. We'll see. This is XCOM, one never knows. I'm really gonna be careful here about going anywhere that would expose new ground. Like, I don't want any part of that. Okay, so he came up the ladder. Okay. So, of course, he goes somewhere it makes no sense for him to go. Because then he can't see the Mimic Beacon and attack it. That's fair. Because if you wanted to attack guys up here, let's be real, like, you know, he would take cover here or something like that. But no. He'll take the low ground because that cuts off line of sight. Total coincidence, I'm sure. Okay, well, I guess I don't really have a choice here. I kind of need to do whatever it takes to wreck this guy. What really sucks is she is not wounded now. But she's going to be. If I move her, which I'm not going to. I'll just do this. I'll get the shredding in, which is, you know, one of the points of using her weapon. But more importantly, I broke its cover. So... let's do this. Since I'm not moving, let's reload, because he's getting low. Okay. That's pretty huge. You know what? Since he has blue screen rounds, let's hold that. Let's hold that. I have to try and find a way to kill this guy, and that's actually a little challenging at the moment. I can easily flank him, but I mean, my damage, I need 2 guys to take him out. Alright, I tell you what, this seems reasonable to me. It's not a guaranteed kill, but I have a pretty good chance at it. Okay. I'm starting to feel slightly better about where this is heading. Now let's use his blue screen rounds. I can get a really good effect here. What are my odds on a hack?
Grab that bot.
I mean, if I could take this guy over, It'd be huge. I don't have a good chance at that. I do have a really good chance to stun him. Okay, hold on. Because I'll be honest, I don't really want to stun him. I want to kill him. So let's say I do 12 damage. I need 9 more. I already used him, and I already used her. And him. So what that means is I cannot kill both of these guys this turn. Can't do it. I only have a chance to kill this guy if I take him out. So I tell you what. I'm going to see if I can kill him. And then, like, I could get the crit here and make it work. That is definitely not a crit. It was one hell of a shot from the stock, though. I'm not sure how I managed to do 5. Now this puts me in a very awkward position, but I'm going to do this. And again, I'm going to stay as far back as I can because I don't want to reveal anybody. This is awkward, though, because I could just miss this shot. All right, thankfully, minimum damage and a hit was enough. So let's just go ahead and haywire protocol here. If I shut him down, we can take him out next turn, no problem. No real stress because we've already taken out everybody else that we were facing. Oh my God. Oh, that's so... Okay, well... Yeah, so I rolled like, 22% when I had a 24% chance to fail or something. I mean, this is the only thing that makes any sense. It just sucks because I can't, I can't actually do anything. Combat protocol isn't gonna do nearly as much damage as this. So he's going to come up and he's going to give me a big knuckle sandwich. The only thing I have going for me here is he might miss. He might. He didn't, but he could have. And now I'm bleeding out. Aside from that, how was the play, Mrs. Lincoln? Poor Zoo Cougar. So we're really beat up here, to put it mildly. I do have a couple med kits, but I don't have a field medic because there were none healthy. So unfortunately, I only have a couple charges. And what I'm probably going to have to do here is use him to carry this guy out and just not be anywhere near the action the rest of the time. Who has the med kit, by the way? I don't remember. So you have one. Hold on. Oh my God. Was he the other one? I think so. No. It's these two. It's these two. Okay. And you can't stabilize them this turn. Damn it. Alright. Wow, this blows. I'm going to have to waste a whole turn on this. Okay. You know what I should have done? Maybe I could have had somebody else carry him over that way. Whatever. Just reload, dude. So I need to be very careful. I don't want, no matter what, I don't want to reveal anything this turn. So I'm going to reload and go in Overwatch. And I'll move him here and brace. But we are not going to cover any new ground here. I'm actually not sure I want to come this far, even though I've got guys around here. This is the most risky thing I'll do. No, I'll go in Overwatch. It's just, this is the thing about this game, and we've seen it over and over. You can literally be one tile over to the side, and boom, that's enough. You know, like I've even had it happen where I'm not as far forward as somebody else, but I'm just over to the side a little bit, and that different angle was enough. So I am grateful that I had some Overwatch here, because it looks like we killed that Viper variant. Okay, so that's really good. We only have the one guy left. Now, ideally, I don't want to trigger anything else if I can help it. But I'm going to have to move forward a little bit. I need to get rid of his cover if I can. Okay, thankfully I did not reveal anybody else. So here you go. This should make him a hell of a lot easier to take out. And hopefully my marksman Asher will just do that. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. If you would be so kind as to stabilize him, I would appreciate it. And then, who had... Were you the one with the other med kit? No, you were not. It was this guy. See, I'm torn between... Because he can do so much more damage, potentially, but it's just so risky. I need to give him a heal. You know what? It's fine. I'm going to use him. I'm not leaving this guy behind. He's a good soldier and he's at a high rank. And then again, like I don't want to move too far forward.
On your order.
I did just realize that I do have one issue, and that is that I need to do a hack to open the van. So I have a little bit of a problem as far as that goes.
Let's move already.
You know, I'm going to have to put this guy down and then pick him up again. Okay, I'm fine on ammunition. Let's just have some Overwatch. It sure came in handy last time, if I may say it. So, okay. I'm thinking... I can't use it. So, damn. What if I do this? Let's kind of come around this side. And I'll bring Johnny here. And then I'm going to do this.
You'll be fine.
So he got beat up so badly. And it's not like now he's at full health, but I'm in a hell of a lot better shape than I was. This is pretty awkward, so... What if I did something like this? If there's someone down there, this is probably not the time I would want to reveal him after the moves I've already made, but it looks like it worked out okay.
Covering now.
Let's use one of his freebies.
Reloading.
And I'll come here.
To go.
This is rough because I need to stay along this edge. What if I just come here this turn?
Let's do this.
I just need to get closer. That's fine.
Come get some.
All right.
On Overwatch.
Okay, see what happens. I am running low on turns, so we do kind of need to... Ooh, do I want to come here and risk... Like, I feel like I might be better off to stop one tile short, because if there's something back here or over here, this will probably be the only guy who can see them. What if I did something like this?
Tired of waiting around.
I don't know at what point I'd be able to see the thing. I feel like I'm going to have to drop this guy and have someone else carry his ass out of here.
Hurry.
Hey, Ray. How are you? Yeah? Are you finally ready to join the fight? Okay. All right, so I'm going to do what I was just saying. We're just going to stop one tile. Now, if there was someone, like, I guess right along this edge, I could have revealed them, but
Not a problem.
they'd have to be, like, in a very particular spot for that to happen. I think I'll just hug this van. Granted, that is kind of dangerous.
Done.
Probably going to have to dash with him. I don't love the idea of coming here because, again, like, I am potentially opening up new angles there, but if I come here, that's not great either, because then I have no cover to anything over there. I'm just going to come here. We're going to play it safe.
Possible hostile contact.
There's someone over there. You knew there had to be... I feel like we knew there had to be another pod. It was a question of, like, are they back here somewhere? Are they over here somewhere? This map is very vertical compared to a lot, so it's like... Oh, okay, hold on. Maybe I don't even need to round this corner.
Infiltrating access
That would
point.
be kind of ideal, frankly. Okay, I gotta go for this. It's a shame it's on our lower level guy, but this is such a huge boost if you can get it. Couldn't have got that on the last one, huh? When I was trying to hack the Andromedon that almost killed all of us. Not all of us, but a couple of us. Okay. So, I do need to open the door, though.
Just a pain in my neck.
I can't get down there. This is the way for sure.
Here I come.
If this is going to reveal somebody, let's let it reveal them. I can't leave this turn. Here's what I'm thinking right now. Do I even need to engage in this fight? But I'm just thinking, next turn, what if I opened this? Could I dash out? Everybody else can get out. I don't think opening a door counts as an action. Kind of like the idea. We're already really beat up. And I don't know how tough this group is. But I like having the option of being able to run. Or let's say it's a group equivalent to that Viper and the Trooper, you know, variants that we fought a minute ago. Just two guys and you go, yeah, okay. I mean, they're not that tough. Then I just stay and fight. But we're down 2 men, essentially. So, like, I don't want to stay if it's a pod of 4. And, you know, there's a mech or an Andromedon or, like, both. Or, you know, there's some tough enemies we could be up against here. I think I'm going to sit and I'm going to try this. I don't know if it's smart or not. We're down to just 2 turns, though, and I don't really want to stay and get in a firefight. So I'm going to come here. Oh, it did not trigger the pod. Interesting.
Got the VIP in tow. Moving to evac.
Well, okay, but it did. Oh, right. I didn't need the door to use an action. Just doing this used an action, of course. Okay, you get your ass out of here. So here's what I'm thinking. I leave you in there this turn. Since I can't get everyone out this turn, what I want to avoid is putting any enemies on Overwatch or anything.
Got it.
So we're just going to leave the one dude in the van.
On the move.
In this episode
Absolutely.
of XCOM2, Tapcat plays like a craven coward. Okay. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, that's everybody. Okay. So I'll go ahead and just extract them.
Evac confirmed.
And then next turn, everybody else goes. Okay? This guy, he's not even going to move. I'm taking 0 risks.
Moving to Overwatch.
And maybe when I leave, we'll see who's out there, but I kind of don't think so. Yeah, here comes reinforcements. Guess what? We won't be here to see them.
Inbound on your current position.
Well, whoever was back there shall forevermore remain mysterious.
10-4.
Because we are out of here, baby. I feel like I already took enough of a beating on this mission.
Finally.
And we're short-handed. So long, suckers. We got what we came here for.
Status confirmed.
So there's
Mission
3.
accomplished.
That's the only thing we know. All right, fair enough. Whew. Oh, that was stressful.
We must never
Even after I healed Johnny, you know, like when he was at 1, that was really scary. Now, granted, he's another one. He's really low level.
a small
But he's also one of only 2 assaults that we have, and it is a very useful class. So I don't want to lose him. I mean, you know, look at that. He dealt the most damage, did the most attacking. So, I mean, he was valuable, and he's just a squatty. And he was still that good. Hopefully he'll get to corporal, because sadly I don't think we're going to see him again for a while after going down to 1 health. Sometimes you get lucky on how they determine stuff like that. 23 days, I would say he did not get that lucky. But he did get promoted, and I'm glad of that. This one's kind of interesting. Let me see. Get 1 partial. I was just curious whether you can stack crit. Doesn't really look like it. Here. So if you take this and this, you have like a 35% crit on your, chance to crit on your sword. Which isn't bad. I'm not saying it is. What's a COB or CQB dominance? Here it is. CQB dominance. The assault infantry gains bonuses against enemies that improve with experience. So this increases it by +1 tile. Okay. I mean, it doesn't help that they don't tell me how many tiles I'm starting with. Like, what's close quarters? Does that mean he's got to be adjacent to me? Or does that mean he's within 2 tiles and now it's 3? Like, context, would be helpful there. The next grenade will not cost an action, but the throw range will be reduced by 50%. So I gotta say, like, one of these two seems like the pick to me. And all enemies within the radius suffer penalties to aim and mobility. I don't know. This one might be really good, but it's just so vague. Okay, they suffer a penalty to aim. What does that mean? Is it a 5% penalty? Is it a 20% penalty? Is it a 50% penalty? Like, it's so vague. I don't really know what I'm getting. Here, okay, if you use your sword, you have a 15% boost to your aim, 15% boost to crit. I know what the hell that is, so I'm going to take it. We can use the intel, we can use the scientist. Granted, we don't need scientists like we did at one point in the playthrough, but... Okay, Syken, what were you doing? I assume it was this. I think we've been doing this scanning mission for a long time. Is there... Yeah, that's fine. I guess we'll just do this.
Avenger plotting new course.
I mean, the nice thing about the guerrilla ops is we could potentially stop another dark event. So we got a war suit, which is cool. And we can get an experimental powered weapon. So before I do anything else...
Hello, Commander.
Oh, I'm sorry, wrong spot.
We're ready to go, Commander. If you need a skulljack...
So we do not have a project active at this time. How many cores? We have a bunch of cores. I'm really tempted to do this because I gotta say, our hacking sucks. And we could really use a boost there. But you know what I want so badly is some freaking Talon rounds to make the shotguns more reliable. And I mean, this makes the war suit a lot better. I feel like the war suit without something like this is very mediocre. I should do this just to piss Syken off. I won't. Okay, so I'm going to do one more round of this, but we really do need to start working on the Skulljack. In fact, you know what?
Sounds good,
Screw it.
Commander. I'll let you know
And
as soon as the
then
weapon's ready for
I'm going to do this. We'll just stack it. All right. Next, let's go.
The outcome of this research.
So we got our data pad.
Our advantage,
That's great.
Commander. Greetings, Commander.
No. Too narrow. I mean, it's only good for your Templar. And most of the time, you're not really wanting to use the pistol anyway. You want to use his, rend. So, I've been eyeing this thing for a long time. And it's one day. At least we got one of our guys back from being wounded. Okay.
The elders never had
Phase
any
drone
issues
provides
targeting
additional
civilians,
scouting and
they
fire
chose
support for
a
our
no
soldier,
different.
has a detection
They
radius of
insisted
15
counting on us to
tiles.
protect their people.
It's deployed like a
Can't let them
grenade, thrown to
down.
the spot where the
I think I
drone
could have
will
predicted
deploy.
This outcome, though it is intriguing.
So he was working on this at one point and then moved off of it. That's fine. We'll just resume it. Okay, we have a couple guys. Before I essentially trigger another mission, see, part of me doesn't really want to. We still have so many guys who are wounded and or their will is low. I don't really want to trigger another mission. So I kind of like the fact that we have this right on the cusp. And I'm kind of thinking maybe I scan for something else. Do we have a lot of intel. Maybe we make contact with somebody. I could come here. How much does that cost? 160. Okay, there's 2 pips at that one. And then there's 1 pip over there. I'm trying to tell it. So we could actually get this facility if I do this. I'm going to go ahead and take it.
Commander, we've utilized all of our available communications capacity. We can't
Okay.
establish any new contacts.
So now we've unlocked a facility.
We're still tracking the elders.
And yes, I used a bunch of
Moving
intel.
through this region.
But here's what I'm thinking. I'm just going to scan for at least a few days.
Setting course for sector
We can always come back and finish this. But I want to let our guys recuperate a little bit. And I want to at least get back over 80, which we've done now. Okay, now we have guerrilla ops the old-fashioned way. So we can get an engineer, which I don't personally feel like we really need. We can counter a dark event and get intel. That's not a bad one. Or we can prevent the scanning times from being greatly increased and get some supplies. All of that is fine. Wow, we have no supplies at all. I was going to say, like,
Commander.
realistically, just in terms of items, is there anything that we don't have? Like, I would love to try one of these things. We don't have the money to do it right now. Oh, and we need to get a phase drone wreck, which I guess we haven't gotten any of yet. Didn't know that. Well, I guess we had one, and when we did the breakdown, the autopsy thing, we used it up. So we haven't really seen many of them. Flashbang, mimic beacon, mine shield. Yeah, I wouldn't say there's really not much I'm worried about for supplies. I think it's more as we open these spots up. Once we can do a shadow chamber, we're not in any huge rush. Okay. So I am kind of going down a rabbit hole we don't need to go through. Let's just take one quick look here. So Syken, at least these guys are not as bad off as they were before in terms of their will. So if he wants to use them, he can. I do wish, like, you know, I could have gotten one or two more guys back and healthy. And it kind of sucks that, like, Washington is out for another 15 days. And I'm not so worried about him, but we have two other guys who are out for basically the next week. But again, most of them are okay. So I probably worry too much about stuff like that. But what always concerns me is sometimes you kind of get peppered with mission after mission. And it's amazing how quickly your roster can go from everyone being fully rested to all of a sudden I can barely patch a group together. That kind of happened to us just now, where a few missions ago we were really good and I had a rough mission and he had a rough mission, and then the next thing you know, like, I'm bringing squaddies and corporals and happy to have them. Okay, I've blathered on long enough. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. If you want to see which mission Syken picks and goes on, then be on his channel tomorrow. But that's all for now. Thanks for watching. I hope we see you next time.